Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the July 23rd Diversion Authority Finance Committee meeting. Don, would you please call the roll?
Mayor Dardis.
Here.
Mayor Mahoney. Here. Mayor Carlson. Mr. Steen.
Here.
Thompson.
Here.
Ms. Johnson.
Here.
Mr. Redlinger.
Here.
Mr. Grimberg.
Aye.
Mr. Pepcorn.
Here.
Capitan.
Here.
Mr. Reitz.
Here.
Ms. Madriga. Quorum is present.
Thank you, Don. Next order of business is to approve the minutes of June 25th, 2025. It's in your packet and on page 2.
Steen moves to approve.
Thank you. I have a motion to approve. Is there a second, please?
Second.
Commissioner
Capitan.
Capitan. Excuse. We've only known each other for 45 years. Commissioner Capitan seconds. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. Item number 3 is to approve the order of the agenda. Again, it has been distributed and in the packet.
Motion to approve.
Commissioner Capitan moves to approve. Is there a second, please?
Second.
Commissioner Grinberg seconds. I have a motion and a second to approve the order of the agenda. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. Item number 4 is the approval of the bills. We call on Susan Thompson, Finance Director for the City of Fargo. It's on page 5 of the packet.
Page 5 reflects the bills that have been received through July 16th. There's 10 of them. They total $4,594,797. The two largest, first one is Cass County Joint Water Resource District. That included a large land acquisition. And then the second one is the City of Fargo. That included many storm lift rehabilitation projects. Does anybody have any questions on those?
Questions? Any questions for Ms. Thompson? This is an actionable item, Commissioners.
Move for approval.
Commissioner Grinberg moves to approve the approval of the bills as presented. Is there a second, please?
Second.
Mr. Steen seconds. We have a motion and a second to approve the bills as presented.
Chair, could we
Mayor
just have
Mahoney.
clarification on the Wolverton project? What are we paying for? Is that engineering, or what are we paying for in that? You know, Susan?
I do not, but I can look at that. Maybe
The team know?
Jason has a better idea.
Stepping to the microphone is our Executive Director.
Mr. Chair, Mayor, yes, that's engineering services for preliminary design work that's been ongoing.
And just a question, sometimes would that be a Minnesota cost? Is it something we're doing in Minnesota, right?
Mr. Chair, Mayor, so we've been paying for those kind of those soft costs, those engineering costs for.
So, but eventually you're asking Minnesota to help with the Wolverton project, is that correct?
That was part of the request that we had been
Minnesota.
working with the state of Minnesota during the last legislative session, and what we'll continue to ask for in the next legislative session would be for funding, for the cost share.
And so so we're doing plans for the project we would do basically, so it'd be shovel ready if there's money came through?
Correct, yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Any additional questions? We have a motion and a second. Don, would you please call a roll?
Mayor Dardis.
Yes.
Mayor Mahoney.
Aye.
Mr. Steen.
Yes.
Ms. Thompson.
Yes.
Ms. Johnson.
Yes.
Mr. Redlinger.
Yes.
Mr. Grimberg.
Aye.
Mr. Pepcorn.
Aye.
Mr. Capitan.
Aye.
And Mr. Reitz.
Yes.
That is everyone.
Thank you, Don. The motion passes. Item number 5 is the finance report. Again, we call on Susan Thompson, Finance Director for the City of Fargo. It's on page 22 of the packet.
Okay, page 22 lists the revenues and expenditures, historic through 2011, and then year-to-date for 2025. Then on page 26, we have the statement of net position. We have total assets, including the budget fund of $348,775,562. And then liabilities, including some payables that are pending, of $6,311,094. So a total net position of $342,464,469. I just wanted to point out that since this, we have paid a couple significant, we paid $10 million on the settlement and then about $14 million on some developer payments. So the cash is less than this currently.
Questions for Ms. Thompson? Any questions on the finance report? An actionable item again.
Move to approve. Second.
And
He moves to approve.
Mr. Steen moves to approve. Commissioner Grinberg seconds. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. Item number 6 is the cash budget report. We call on Jason Benson, Executive Director for the Metro Flood Diversion Authority. It's on page 47 of the packet.
All right, good afternoon, Mr. Chair and committee members. So first off, looking at our annual revenues, $11 million for this month, just over $100 million for the year. And when we compare that to the overall budget of $425 million, basically the big delta there is that we haven't started doing any of the WIFIA draws, which were initially anticipated based on expectations for payments for the P3 project. Outside of that, revenues are on target. If there's no questions on that, then our level 1 summary for expenses. So on the 3 right-hand columns, you've got the 2025 budget, the 2025 cost, and then what's remaining, kind of the difference between budget and cost. So right now, again, when you look at the very bottom, our expenses are $64 million out of that total of $425 million that's been budgeted. Again, with the big difference in that second line where we had initially anticipated $233 million, and we've paid out $17 million in P3 payments to the developer. Outside of that, our expenses have been on target for the other items, and open to any questions that you may have.
Questions for Mr. Benson? Mr. Steen?
And this might be a question more for John. I just thought of this, so I apologize. I would have talked earlier, but so I'm looking at the milestone payments. We've had a lot of discussion on the milestone payments. So program total budget's $867 million, and we've paid out $19 million to date. If everything was on track as we expected, I know the project's on track, but these milestone payments are a little bit messed up. Approximately, what would those disbursements have been? Had everything just gone according to schedule?
It'd be about $230 million this year.
All right, thanks. I was just curious, because we're obviously haven't paid out much there, so appreciate
Yeah,
it.
there's a significant difference with respect to milestone payments. We are expecting, now that the statement of principles has been executed, we will see an acceleration of the milestone payments. And so the team has been working on the WIFIA loan draw process. We'll probably be submitting our first WIFIA loan draw in Q3 of this year.
All right. Thanks, John.
For the record, the response was by Mr. Shockley, our legal counsel, along with our executive director, Jason Benson. Is there any other discussion on the cash budget report? Jason, please continue.
All right, that's if there's no other questions, that completes my report.
Thank you. This is for information only, so we move on to item number 7, is a budget change request. We're going to call on Mr. Paul Barthol. We have 2 items to discuss.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. If you don't mind, I'd prefer to explain them both. And then if there are any questions, we can go through that. The first budget change request is for the Minn-Kota Power Substation relocation. This is for the cash budget to increase it by $2.5 million this year. So it would push from 425 million to a little over 427.5 million. This does not impact the program budget. We have been able to close out other projects, other utility projects that came in under budget. And so we've been able to balance the budget on the program side. However, the cost came in more this year than anticipated, so we need to add some additional funding to the cash budget for this year. This is the final construction task order for Minn Kota, so this is the final equipment, maintenance, concrete, construction costs for relocating the substation north of Oxbow. We will have one more task order for them as they decommission the old site, but this should cover everything for the new site that they are constructing. The other budget change request is per the P3 developer and the SOP. As Ms. Thompson has explained, there was already a $10 million as per the SOP. Within the first 30 days, there had to be a $10 million payment. There's also a separate $10 million payment once they reach and close out some of the non-compliance issues and non-compliance points. And so in order to have that within our cash budget, we're looking to add $20 million from the P3 program contingency into the 2025 cash budget. So this one is coming from contingency, and it'll be added to the 2025 cash budget. So that will actually increase our cash budget with these two to over $447 million for the 2025 cash year. However, on the opposite side of that, to cover with the revenues, we still have WIFIA that we can cover some of these milestone payments. As Mr. Steen noted earlier, we are lagging in those milestone payments. We will see that. So right now, I don't anticipate with that $447 million budget, I don't anticipate us having to extend additional funds for that. I think we'll be fine under our budget as it currently stands. So are there any questions on either one of these budget change requests?
Let's take any questions that you may have on item A first. That's the Minn Kota task order.
Mr. Chairman, just the
Please, Commissioner.
statement of principles, or said another way, that we met on July 3rd as part of the settlement agreement.
Yep.
Installment.
Thank you for that point, Commissioner Grinberg. Any additional questions, comments on item B? I'll leave it to the committee if you want to vote on them separately or jointly.
Move to approve A and B.
Mayor Mahoney moves to approve items A and B under the budget change request as presented by Mr. Paul Barthol. Is there a second?
Second.
Commissioner Grinberg seconds. I have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, Don, would you please call the roll?
Mayor Dardis.
Yes.
Mayor Mahoney.
Aye.
Mr. Steen.
Yes.
Ms. Thompson.
Yes.
Ms. Johnson.
yes,
Mr. Redlinger.
Yes.
Mr. Grinberg.
Aye.
Mr. Pepcorn.
Aye.
Mr. Capitan.
Aye.
And Mr. Reitz.
Yes.
That's everyone.
Thank you, Don. The motion passes. Item number 8 is the Diversion Authority Board approval of contracting actions. We have 2 items to discuss. They're on page 56 of the packet. We're going to call on Mr. Chris Buckegard for the engineer on the project for clarification and comments.
Thank you, Chair Dardis, members of the Finance Committee. Today we have two contracting actions for your consideration. The first one here is the Minn Kota Power. This is a direct correlation with the item you just voted on for the cash budget amendment. So this is their estimate of cost for constructing that Oxbow, the move of the Oxbow substation north of Oxbow. Again, their estimate right now is about $3.4 million for that work. Again, if you have any questions on that, I can stand for those, but this is work that Minn Kota will be self-performing, so we're not doing any of the bidding on this. This is all being done by the utility, and we're just reimbursing them for their costs. So,
Questions on item A? Under 8A? Please continue.
thank you, Chair Dardis. The second is a mobility improvement that we've committed to with our MOU with Raymond Township. This project was bid here within the last month. We received 5 bids. Bids ranged from the low bid here of about $580,000 to just a little over $1 million. Our engineer's estimate was just a little over $700,000. So I think we have a good range of bids here. This is about 2.5 miles of township road regrading and graveling to provide mobility to some fields just west of the diversion channel that are being cut off by our construction work. And with that, I guess our recommendation is to award this to the low responsible bidder of R.J. Zavarall and Sons for $579,297.51. So satisfying for any questions you might have related to the Raymond Township Mobility Project.
Any questions on 8B? No? Thank you.
Welcome.
Again, this is an actionable item.
Move to approve A and B.
Mayor Mahoney moves to approve items 8A and 8B. Is there a second?
Second.
Commissioner Capitan seconds. I have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Don, would you please call the roll?
Mayor Dardis.
Yes?
Mayor Mahoney.
Aye.
Mr. Steen.
Yes.
Ms. Thompson.
Yes.
Ms. Johnson.
yes,
Mr. Redlinger.
Yes.
Mr. Grimberg.
Aye.
Mr. Pepcorn.
Aye.
Mr. Capitan.
Aye.
And Mr. Reitz. That is
Yes.
no.
Thank you, Don. Motion passes. Next order of business is other business. Does any member of the board have any other business they'd like to bring forward at this time? Does any of our leadership staff have anything that they'd like to bring forward at this time? All right. Our next meeting will be August 27th. And there's no other business. We stand adjourned. Thank you.